Thank you guys so much for coming today. This is a great day to be from Clarksville, Indiana. My name is Monica Kelsey. I'm the founder and current CEO of Safe Haven Baby Boxes. We are the only organization in America today that is putting resources out there for women to utilize to remain anonymous with a safe surrender. There's 3 reasons why we have you guys here today, and I want to explain those so that you understand. First is to educate on the Safe Haven law. The Safe Haven law for Indiana allows any mother who doesn't want or can't care for her newborn child or father to be able to surrender that child, no questions asked, to a firefighter, paramedic, hospital staff, or in a designated Safe Haven baby box, which you see behind me today. Baby has to be 30 days old or less and unharmed. The second reason that we brought you here today is to share the good news that this box worked exactly as it was designed to work. And to remind the public that it's here and available for women in the community. The third reason that I have you guys here today is so that I can speak directly to the mother or the father that surrendered this child yesterday here at Clarksville Fire Station. We have resources for you. We honor you today. We are so thankful that you kept your child safe and allowed us to be here in your time of need. You can contact us. You will remain anonymous. We don't know who you are. We just want to reach our hand to you and let you know that there are resources available for you if you need them. And all you have to do is call the 800 number that's on the baby box behind me. This box was donated by the Knights of Columbus, 100%. No tax dollars went into this baby box, and the community brought resources to make sure that no tax dollars went into this box. The box is only about 6 months old. If you remember, we were here in October blessing this box, and yesterday morning at 7:05 a.m. this box paid for itself. A healthy, beautiful baby girl was surrendered here yesterday morning by a very brave and selfless parent who chose this box for this child. This child is a wanted child that will be adopted within 30 to 45 days. We actually have a waiting list for Safe Haven babies in the state of Indiana. This baby will be loved and adopted very quickly. I want to bring up the fire chief. The fire chief was actually here yesterday when this baby was surrendered, and I'm sure you guys would love to hear a few words from him.
Thank you, Monica. Well, all I can say is wow. Yesterday was probably one of the most amazing days of my career as a firefighter here. Like Monica said, 6 months ago we blessed this box, and yesterday it delivered a blessing. The baby was beautiful. It was a very emotional experience for the firefighters, and you know, we get to experience a lot of the end of life, and yesterday we experienced the beginning of life. And the baby was not in any distress. It was cared for by emergency medical technicians that we employ here as firefighters. And I even got to use my parenting skills of 14 years and was able to swaddle the little girl myself. When I got the call yesterday from the lieutenant that was on duty, I felt like I was being called to when my wife was delivering her baby. And it was very emotional for me, but it was a good emotional, because this baby didn't have any parents with it. It didn't have any loved ones at the time that it was surrendered, but it only took about 15 seconds to gather 3 or 4 loved ones here. That baby now has forever love from the firefighters that served on yesterday. And when she is ready to, she is more than welcome to have a home here at Clarksville Fire Department. I'm very proud of the resource we have. I'm also proud of the team that it takes to get this type of resource. But I want to let you know that it's not about Clarksville Fire Department. It's not about the donors. It's not about the team. It's about this resource is here for parents that we don't know the situation they're in and what decisions they have to make. But we're here. We're ready. We respect you. The thing you did yesterday was very brave and courageous, and God bless you. I do want to thank a special lady. I'll bring her up right now, Caitlin Henderson. Come on up, Caitlin. Caitlin was a driving force to get this box here in Clarksville. Not only did she reach out to other departments in the area, and I responded very, very quickly because I thought it was a great idea, and it was an idea that my wife had about 6 or 7 years ago when we experienced our stillborn baby. Caitlin worked really, really hard and networked in this county and across the community, and was able to raise the funds for the installation of the box. And I just want to say thank you, Caitlin, for everything you've done, because we did it. We saved a life yesterday. We said, you know, when we went into this with Safe Haven, the town council, and the community, if it saves one, it paid for itself. Well, here we are 7 months later, it saved one, and everything we get from now on is a bonus. So to the parents, thank you. Your baby is doing well. She's beautiful, and she's loved. I'd like to welcome up District 1 Councilman Tim Hauber.
Thank you. Just to add to what Brandon said, I feel like life can deal us some twists and turns, but I absolutely feel like yesterday God took a bad situation and made a good one out of it. And because of that, a child is safe and alive, and she's free to be whatever she wants to be. That's all I have. Thank you.
Like I said earlier, education is everything when we come into a day like today, and encouraging the mom to reach out for resources. But I want to remind you what is happening all over this country, but not in the state of Indiana because of our boxes, and that is babies are being left in trash cans and dumpsters across this country. Indiana has not had a dead baby in our state since 2014, but we've had a record number of babies in our boxes, and I think it's a good thing to say that the boxes have flipped that tide. But I want you to hear from someone that actually travels this country and buries these babies after they're found in dumpsters and trash cans, so you know what the alternative would have been if this box wasn't in Clarksville.
Good morning. I'm Linda Zanacco, founder of He Knows Your Name Ministries, and it is a joy to stand here this morning and say it's a girl. Like Chief said, we all feel like we're in a maternity ward, don't we? Like on the, hearing the great news that a baby's healthy and alive. Unlike baby Amelia, who was found at Eagle Creek Park in Indianapolis, December 28th, 2014. Like Monica said, that mother chose not to exercise her rights under the Safe Haven law, even though there was a fire station just 2 miles down the road. And yet here we stand 7 months after dedicating this box, which has the footprint of that baby Amelia on it, just representing the fact that we have not had a baby deceased, found abandoned in our state since her finding. And that is such a joy for us to say that it's working. We are raising awareness and educating. So many people say to both Monica and I, why is the media there? Why are you talking about this since this is an anonymous safe surrender option under the Safe Haven law? And it is because we need to raise awareness all over this country for the fact that there still are babies found abandoned. Amelia was found wrapped in a sweatshirt, umbilical cord, placenta, and all. And this baby yesterday morning, was found wrapped in a towel, placenta, umbilical cord, and all. This mother, I'm sure, was scared, and we want to tell her this morning we love her, we're proud of her, we respect her for her decision of life. When she chose to carry her baby and she chose this option, she chose to use her own 2 feet to walk up here and see baby Amelia's footprint on the logo of the Safe Haven baby box. And we are just filled with joy for her this morning and for her. We hope she's watching this morning and she feels like she's getting reassurance that she's respected and loved and honored by us. And we are thankful for the forever family that we know is waiting to adopt and care for this baby forever and give this baby a future. It's like a birthday party waiting to happen for this baby. Thank you for coming and thank you for celebrating with us this morning.
I'm going to bring the chief up and just ask if you guys have any questions that we can answer, that we would be able to answer.
Monica, just some numbers. How many, first of all, when did the Safe Haven boxes land in Indiana? And how many babies since that have the boxes taken?
So the first box was installed at my firehouse in Woodburn, Indiana in April of 2016. The first baby came in 2017, second baby in 2018, and it's just kept going from there. We've had a total of 11. This baby yesterday was baby 11 in the state of Indiana, or I'm sorry, 10 in the state of Indiana. One baby was saved in one of our boxes in Arkansas. So that's 10 babies that we have been able to give a forever family to that was not found in a dumpster or a trash can.
Adoption comes within 30 to 45 days. Is it closer to just maybe a week or two, or is it more closer to a month when a family can get that baby?
So the state of Indiana, the baby will go into the foster care system, but they'll be placed with a foster to adopt family until the paperwork is completed, which usually takes a while, probably 6 months. But the baby will be with their forever home almost immediately when they're taken out of the hospital. And that's important because these babies need to bond with their adoptive family. And so we've made it extremely easy for these babies to be placed right away.
How, if people at home watching this want to get, I know you said there's a waiting list, how do people join that list?
So they need to be a foster to adopt family. And the great thing about adopting a safe haven baby is it doesn't cost you anything. When you adopt a safe haven baby, you're adopting it through the system. There is also hundreds of kids in the Indiana foster care system that need adopted. And so if you are one of those parents that just says, you know what, I'm just going to go for it, I'm going to adopt a child and give them a home, contact the Department of Child Services, become a foster parent today. There is no greater need than right now for that.
Just a little more numbers, how many, you spoke about funds being raised. How much does it cost for the installation of one of these, and how could an organization like Knights of Columbus get involved to contribute?
So the box program cost about $10,000, and then the installation costs are additional. The firehouses don't buy these boxes because we don't want them to be responsible for taking care of them. So they lease them from us for $200 a year. And we recertify the boxes and we upgrade the boxes on a yearly basis. Our expenses are more than $200 a year, but we're a nonprofit and we want to make sure that the firehouses can't afford this. So if this box was to break, this box would be repaired by our electrician with the help of our engineer. It would never fall back on the fire department. But that is the only cost. This box will probably be here for 20 years. Just think of how many lives can be saved because of one box and one check from the Indiana Knights of Columbus that said, I want you to put a box wherever it's needed, and we chose Clarksville Fire Station.
Can you explain how the box works? What happens when you open the door?
So as soon as the box opens up, the outside door, the first alarm goes off. This baby yesterday was in this box for less than a minute. 1 minute, less than 60 seconds, this baby was in this box. When baby's placed inside, the outside door locks, so no one can come after this mother or father surrenders this child and steal this child from the box. A second alarm is already activated inside the firehouse and to the 911 system, and firefighters are paged out via their radios to head to the box if there's a baby placed in the box. And like I said, this baby was in this box for less than a minute and no one's seen the parent, which is the great thing about the anonymity piece of this baby box.
Chief, you kind of started talking about it, but when you got this call yesterday, you kind of said it was like when your wife was going into labor. What was it like for the firefighter or firefighters who were there when they opened that door on the inside and actually saw that baby? Have you talked to them and heard their reaction?
Absolutely. I spent quite a bit of time with them yesterday. They're actually standing behind you right now. But with that being said, the firefighter lieutenant actually heard the door engage when the door was closed. And so this baby was actually, within a matter of 10 seconds, was recognized that was in the box. Yesterday he paged overhead for his crew to respond to the watch room, and they removed the baby. He gave it to his crewmates, which provided any aid or just actually cleaning her up. She wasn't in any distress. He then immediately called me. I live about a mile and a half away, and I made it here to the fire station before Central Alarm actually dispatched us, which was probably 4 minutes if they would have had to dispatch us, but we went ahead and cleared the alarm. It's hard to describe the feeling you get. It's very similar to when you're in that OR or that OB room and you see that life begin. It's very emotional. I had a little bit of a moment with my wife yesterday, just happy tears, and I'm thankful the professionalism that our firefighters showed and the love that they showed. We arrived at the hospital and we stayed with her until she went to the NICU, and we made sure she was stable and just doing well. And there was no hesitation when I asked the firefighter, "Do you want to go upstairs with us?" And he said, "Absolutely yes."
I know we said she was healthy. Do we know full term?
Full term.
This is not just available to Clarksville. This box is available to the surrounding area.
That's correct. Yeah, this is a community resource. So,
Well, and let's be clear also, if you are from the state of Kentucky and you need this resource, it is not illegal for you to cross state lines and utilize this. It is legal for you in the state of Indiana. It is also now legal in the state of Kentucky. We are working with locations in the state of Kentucky to bring this resource to the state of Kentucky. But right now, if you need this resource available, you can cross state lines to keep your child safe. It is not illegal to do.
You said across the country, people continue to find babies harmed in dumpsters and other places like that. Do you have numbers on that, or how often that happens?
So we do track abandonments nationwide, and the average baby, or the average numbers of babies left in trash can dumpsters side of the road is between 125 to 175 a year. Way too many for the United States of America. We've had 2 sets of twins in the state of New York this year found abandoned and dead. And we're trying to get into the state of New York, Florida. We've got a box in Florida. All of the big states that need us, we are working to get in. As you can see, Indiana has fixed the problem of infant abandonment in our state, and we're looking to do that nationwide now. As most of you know, I was abandoned as an infant. That's why I started this organization, and I have dedicated my life. I retired as a firefighter and a medic back in 2019. I've dedicated my life now to working across this country to make sure that no baby dies on my watch ever again. Thank you. Any other questions?
I think you mentioned it, but how many boxes do you have in Indiana right now?
Actually, today I am blessing the 55th box in the state, the 64th box in the country at Sugar Creek Fire Department in Terre Haute. Tomorrow I have 2 more blessings. We're adding 2 more boxes. And I don't see it giving up anytime soon, considering we're now legal in the state of Kentucky. We also passed in Oklahoma. Multiple states are getting on board because they're seeing the success that Indiana has had, and they want to be a part of it.
I would like to add one thing. This program, it requires a lot of team members, and not only Clarksville Fire Department, Safe Haven, it requires collaboration with the local hospital, EMS agencies. That EMS agency is here, New Chapel Fire and EMS. They actually were the transporting agency yesterday. The professionalism that they showed, and just the mutual aid that we provide each other on a daily basis, with my firefighters working directly with them, and actually in the back of the squad yesterday helping with the transport, with me escorting. It's nice to see that this community collaborated this effort and came together to provide a life for this little girl. We're going to continue that relationship. We're going to train more. Right now, this has really opened a lot of eyes. There were probably some doubts that it would ever be used, and a slice of humble pie got served yesterday. So I'm really proud of it, and I'm proud of the responders that worked with us, and I'm specifically proud of my firefighters. Thank you.
You know, we stood here in October of last year, and the town council said that, the chief came to him a year ago and said, "I want to cut a hole in your $7.5 million firehouse that you just built." Y'all remember this.